Morning. Hello. How is everyone? It's Rachel checking in on P3. I don't even know. I think it's like day 13. I'm not sure. But over the last 2 days, I have lost all of my Disney weight. So it's gone. Yay. So I am below LDW, LIW, whatever. And this morning, excuse me. Yeah. So ladylike. I sound like a got emphysema or something. We're all fighting a cold in my house, and I'm pretty sure I'm on the tail end of it. So hopefully we'll all be well very soon. But anyway, I gained 0.4 this morning after 4 days of big losses, like 1.8, 1.2, 1.2. So everything is flowing nicely. I'm doing P3, sticking to about a couple days. I only had 800 calories just because I wasn't hungry at all. And like yesterday and the day before, I had 1100. So I'm sticking right around 1100 is where my new one is. I'm starting to feel the hunger again. We have like 7 to 8 inches of snow on the ground, so that's the major reflection here that you can see. But I'm sticking to about 1100 calories, that's decent. I'm starting to get hungry. I haven't been hungry at all, period. Like, had a couple days where I'm like waited till 2 o'clock to eat, and I'm like wanting to eat my arm off, because I waited too long. But like, I threw a few Atkins bars in my purse just in case, but I really don't eat breakfast. Like, I never have, and I don't really have time for breakfast unless I get up early to purposely eat breakfast, which that's not gonna happen. Like, I'd rather sleep or lay in bed and play on my Facebook or phone than get up and eat. Like, I don't know, I'm not a morning person or a morning eater or anything like that. So anyway, so I've had some pretty eye-opening experiences, I'll call them, recently. Yesterday I made cheesy potato soup for my husband and my kids, because 2 out of 3 of them my kids will eat it. My husband loves it. And I had a very bad day, emotionally. Not, my day was fine, it was normal. Everything's fine with my kids, my husband's fine, everything's fine there. But I have a lot of weight from other family members, and it was very emotional yesterday for me. And towards dinner, I'm like looking at this pot of soup, and I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I want to eat that. Like, I want the soup, because it was comforting. And I like had this huge mental fight in my head about eating soup. It's like, seriously, like, what is wrong with you? So before HCG, I would have even thought about it. I would have been like, it's soup, like, don't overthink soup. But it's like, I'm very aware now that I'm an emotional eater, and that when I'm stressed emotionally, that's what I do. I eat. I want to eat. And I didn't do it. I didn't eat. I actually didn't even eat dinner because I wasn't even hungry physically. It took me about 30 minutes to like really get in there and figure out, like, I'm not hungry. This is all in my head. I had a big lunch, a really big lunch for me. And so I wasn't hungry. So I had like a couple bites of yogurt later, but like, I had this mental, it was like a fight going on in my brain mentally about needing to eat or not eating. It was ridiculous. I was like, well, bingo, now you know why you're where you were, where you are, why you need HCG, why Weight Watchers worked great for you, but then you put it all right back on as soon as you had a trauma in your life. It was like I already knew that's why I gained the weight back from Weight Watchers, but it's this diet has started, it made me obsessed. Like, I was obsessive at the beginning. And I just 100% viewed it as a diet, which I'm still kind of viewing it as a diet, if I'm going to be honest. But I went from obsession to self-awareness. And my self-awareness is I'm looking for a way to comfort myself. And before, it was always through food. And I'm not like, I like a good out to eat meal, you know, like I like to go out and have a good meal, but like I'm not going to like run to Applebee's because it's disgusting. I cook, I bake. I have recipes that I've created for years. I help one of my best friends, her 3 kids and husband have anaphylactic allergies, like they're allergic to like everything. I have about 20 pages of recipes that I've created for her kids, different things for different kids. Like, it's kind of like I love it. It's like my creative outlet. So my whole life, since I was like a little girl, I was probably like 13, 12 when I made my first cake. You know, like I've always baked, I've always cooked, and that's what I always used as my outlet. And then apparently I would eat the crap out of my baked goods because, you know, the weight is where it is. But anyway, I'm back to where I was, and I'm happy about it, and I'm growing, and I'm very much feeling like I have overcome some things that I was just unaware of and have just been coming out the past month of emotions and emotional eating and how to deal. And yesterday, I didn't deal with it anyway. I just said, okay, I'm not gonna do the soup. And I did. I vented to HCG Wanna Be Me. I've talked to her a little bit about it, but I didn't do anything. I just did my dishes and watched TV and went to bed. So, you know, I was running a lot before. I was doing 5Ks 3 times a week, and I'm finding myself to be very, you know, like bipolar with the exercise. Like, I'm either on it or I'm not, and I need to get back to being part of my routine, which I need to figure out when I'm going to be able to do that again. But anyway, I'm just rambling, but I'm doing good. My stats are great. P3 is working fine. I have the itch to go back on P2. I'm not going to do it. I have to give my body a break. It's kind of a requirement. Been on... You don't need boots. You're fine. I've been on P2 off and on. Boots. You don't need boots.
That's okay.
I've been on P2 so long, since December, that my body needs a break, and I think that's why I've lost so much weight in P3 is it just needed a change. So bottom line is I'm going to be in P3 until probably the end of March. I don't know, until I feel like I should go back on P2, I guess. If I keep losing, then there's really no point of going back to P2. But anyway, gotta go to preschool, gotta go to a speech meeting for the other kid. I'm dragging serious butt this morning. This cold has just knocked it out. Like, I feel like I have a hangover, but I took no medication and I've had no alcohol. Even though I want some, I'm not drinking. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.